You don't need a lucky stock pick, an inheritance, or a high IQ to build wealth. In fact, trying to be too smart with money is often why many people stay stuck financially. This video dismantles the myth that wealth is complicated and reveals 6 specific data-backed habits that can significantly improve your chances of achieving financial freedom. If you're ready to stop stressing and start building, you're in the right place. Your financial independence may be closer than you think. For the blueprint that actually works, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's simplify the game. Habit number 1, the first 100K grind, crossing the Rubicon. The first habit isn't about investing, it's about intensity. The hardest part of wealth building is the beginning. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime partner, famously said, "The first 100K is tough, but you have to do it." He wasn't being rude, he was describing the physics of money. When you have $0, your money earns $0. You are doing 100% of the heavy lifting. Once you hit $100,000 invested, a 7% market return generates $7,000 annually in passive growth. That's like having a dedicated employee working part-time and handing you every paycheck. The habit here is aggressive imperfection. Most people wait to invest until they can do it perfectly. The wealthy scramble to build that first 6-figure snowball by any means necessary. Working overtime, selling unused items, cutting subscriptions, they understand the first leg of the journey is an uphill sprint, but once you cross that 100K line, momentum starts working for you instead of against you. Habit number 2, the boring bet, rejecting the lottery. The media sells the idea that wealth comes from hitting it big. Crypto moonshots, IPOs, lucky breaks. The data proves otherwise. According to the SPIVA Scorecard, over 20 years, nearly 90% of professional fund managers fail to beat the S&P 500 index. If professionals with billions in resources can't consistently pick winning stocks, neither can most individuals. The habit? Consistently betting on the whole market, not the needle in the haystack. By buying a low-cost index fund like VOO or VTI, you are betting on human innovation. You own a slice of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and hundreds of other companies. You don't need to know which company will win, you just need to know that capitalism continues to grow. This habit of buying the haystack removes the stress of being wrong. You stop checking stock prices daily and start living your life, knowing your money is capturing the growth of the entire American economy. Habit number 3, the gap defense, lifestyle insurance. There is a hidden force that destroys wealth faster than inflation, lifestyle creep. You get a $5,000 raise, suddenly you need a better car. You need a bigger apartment. You need nicer clothes. The result? You are making more money, but you are still broke. The habit? Defending the gap. Wealth is simply the difference between your income and your expenses. Strategy? When you get a raise, pretend you didn't. If you make $50,000 and get a raise to $60,000, keep living on $50,000 and automatically divert the new $10,000 into investments. Result? You won't miss the money because you never got used to spending it. This is how teachers and janitors retire with financial security, while doctors and lawyers sometimes live paycheck to paycheck. The wealthy treat raises as acceleration fuel, not spending. We are breaking down the simple, unsexy truths about money that banks don't want you to focus on. If this is helpful, please hit that like button. It helps us spread this message of financial independence to more people. Habit number 4, the automated willpower, removing the human. Here's a secret, you are your own worst enemy. Human beings are wired for instant gratification. If you have to decide to save money every month, you will fail. You'll see a sale, have a bad day, and spend it. The habit is automation. Set up a direct deposit split with your employer. Send 15% of your paycheck directly to your investment account before it hits your checking account. Psychology? If the money never hits your checking account, you can't spend it. You adapt your lifestyle to what is left over. This removes willpower from the equation. You don't need to be disciplined every day. You just need to be smart once to set up the system. Then, even if you're lazy, forgetful, or distracted, you can continue building wealth because the system runs automatically in the background. Habit number 5, the time arbitrage, patience. This is the habit that frustrates people because it's boring. You have to wait. The human brain doesn't understand exponential growth. We think linearly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exponential growth is different, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. The habit is respecting the timeline. Warren Buffett accumulated 99% of his wealth after his 50th birthday. That's not a typo. Compounding is backloaded. Years 1 to 5, you invest and see barely any results. It feels pointless. Year 10, you see some momentum. Year 20, the curve goes vertical. The habit is simply staying in the game. Refuse to interrupt the compounding process. When the market crashes, and it will, don't sell. When the market soars, don't get greedy. Just keep waiting. The hardest work in investing is doing nothing when your emotions scream you to act. Habit number 6, the optimism bias. Finally, you need the habit of optimism. This might sound like fluff, but it's backed by data. To invest in the stock market or start a business, you have to believe the future will be better than the present. Logic? If you believe the world is ending, you'll hoard gold and canned beans. You won't invest. History? Since the inception of the US stock market, we've had world wars, pandemics, depressions, recessions, political crises, and inflation. And through it all, the market has marched upward, creating millions of millionaires. The habit is betting on resilience. Optimists often improve their financial outcomes because they buy assets when others are selling in a panic. Train your brain to see opportunity where others see disaster. Wealth isn't about being a genius, it's about being consistent. Grind the first 100K, buy the whole haystack, index funds, defend the gap, avoid lifestyle creep, automate everything, wait longer than feels comfortable, stay optimistic. These 6 habits don't guarantee wealth, but they can significantly improve your chances of financial freedom over time. Which of these habits do you struggle with the most? Are you currently automating your savings? If not, why? Drop your answers in the comments and subscribe for more educational content on personal finance. Thanks for watching.